What's going on, guys? Welcome to a special edition of the Rundown. Tonight, we are going to talk about what took place last night at NXT and possibly TNA. I am your host. I'm the Notorious One. I am Dom. I'm here with Strat Facts. I'm here with Poppy Platino. I'm here with BDC. And I'm here with a new guest on the show, Miss Stephanie Hardy. Steph, tell us who you are. Plug your stuff.
Well, hi. Thank you so much for having me, and I was so happy to meet you in Philadelphia. I'm your girl, Stephanie Hardy. I am the host and creator of the Hardy Wrestling Podcast, because yes, that is my real last name. And I'm also a writer for Daily DDT, so I write editorials for them. And I am also a color commentator that's been featured on the Belladonna Division, Battle Club Pro, Black Girl Magic 2022 in Brooklyn, New York, and Spartan Wrestling in Gaston, Alabama. And I am from Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I was born and raised. And I am just a lover of wrestling. And I've just taken all of my, I guess you could say, communication talents that really aren't trained at this moment and just creatively just spreading my wings everywhere. So, yeah, that's who I am. And that's what I do in this wrestling space. And I'm glad to be here.
We're glad
Nice.
for you to be
Nice.
on the show.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, let's get into it. Ski! So last night, Sexy Red, who is not sexy whatsoever, was the host of NXT. And God, how did this relationship begin with her and the WWE? That's what I'm trying to figure out. They've been hyping her up for weeks, and I'm just curious. I didn't catch the show live, but when I woke up, I had a few missed calls from BDC, so I knew I missed something epic. But first, like, how do we get this relationship with Sexy Red and the WWE?
No
I'm
clue.
just curious.
No clue. All I know is they were just started announcing that she was going to be on NXT, and I was like, huh?
Well,
I don't know.
yeah, from what I had seen in the past before she was ever announced to be on this episode of NXT, at one point she was in the car one day and she was playing Shawn Michaels' theme song. And it kind of caught fire a little bit on social media, and everybody was like, hold up, what does she know about Shawn Michaels and all this other stuff? And so I guess in private, while all of us were living our lives, they were cooking this up, and then they popped out with the announcement that she was going to be on. So I guess while we weren't looking, they made this happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm not even gonna
Apparently,
lie, man. That's
apparently there's a
crazy.
video. Apparently there's a video of her, Shawn Michaels, singing "Sexy Boy."
Yeah, I seen that video.
Hmm.
I saw that
That
this
was
morning.
funny.
Yeah, and then Triple H tweeted back, I hope he's not twerking.
That was funny.
Oh my
uh,
goodness.
I
But
think it's
let's get
actually
right
really
into it.
smart though, Dom. To be honest, to have someone like that in the mainstream, just you're usually like catering to like the older generation from what their demos usually been getting on NXT, and you want to get
Right.
to that younger demographic.
That's how you do it.
And you think about it, it's business, whether you like it or not. She's got that younger demographic. It's towards the African American society too, so
Mhm.
they're getting that in there. Even though we got Trick Williams and other guys that are representing the black community, but you got a mainstream star backing NXT, which they actually need. I mean, it's still kind of like a development, but AEW was already beating them to the punch with West Side Gun and a bunch of these other guys showing up, especially with I think they had Rick Ross and I
Mhm.
forget, it might have been somebody else in there. I can't remember. So what they were doing behind the scenes was actually really smart, especially that their pay per view is gonna be, or PLE is gonna be in Vegas. So more tickets, another star, very smart.
First of all, I don't know one track West Side Guns has. I know more tracks than what Sexy Red has at the moment, but I know wrestling is all different types of fans and whatnot, but
Yeah.
whew, boy, next time we go to the show, we bring the kids. There's gonna be a lot of ratchetness outside in the crowd now. Oh
You can't just be
Lord.
making up words, Dom. It's not a nice thing to do.
I know it's
You
not
know,
right.
if Triple H has a mentality like myself, if I don't know who they are, they're probably popular with somebody. So let's book them.
Yeah.
Should have get Drake and J Cole.
I've heard
Oh.
of them.
Yeah, yeah, nah,
No.
nah.
Duke it
Especially
out.
not Drake, especially not right now. Nope,
Nah. Stay away from that.
nope.
No,
Mm-mm.
even though Shawn Michaels did sort of offer an opportunity for Drake and Kendrick to settle their differences, in a joking manner on Twitter, I don't think he would fit because, first of all, I feel like in order for you to be a celebrity to come on WWE or any form of wrestling media, you have to be a level of authentic, in your love of it. And that's something that, even though in the midst of all of the antics that were happening with Sexy Red that we know her for, she seemed genuinely happy to be there. And
Yes.
she was
Yeah,
involved, like, not only in the revealing of the women's North American title with Ava, like she was interacting with Javon Evans and with Trick Williams, like she definitely knew who they were. And she had even been tweeting about Trick Williams, like 2 weeks beforehand. And then you have the fact that when their tag team match took place with Gallus, she was keeping one of the Coffee brothers from cheating with the NXT title and snatched it from him all smooth. So she genuinely looked happy to be a part of the thing. And I feel like that's the most important aspect, is if don't just be a celebrity and just be there just to make an appearance. Like, be there because
because
you
you want to be.
genuinely love it. Yeah, because you
Yes.
want to be there. And she
Yep,
definitely looked like she was having fun.
That's
yep.
something I can agree with you. From what I seen, she was definitely happy and she wanted to
She
be
was,
part of it.
yeah, she was all in, literally all in.
Yeah, don't be like Lil Wayne at WrestleMania. Waste of
Little
time.
Wayne at WrestleMania gave me everything I ever wanted from Little Wayne at a WrestleMania.
Oh man.
All right, well, let's
Yeah,
get into
brother.
it. So, your NXT Women's Champion Roxanne Perez is looking for a challenger. Well, look no further. We get the
Yeah,
challenger. We get the TNA champ. We get Jordynne Grace. Wow.
Big Mama Pump.
Her eyes are up there, Roxy.
Yo, when the sirens went off, it
I
was a
lost
complete
it.
shocker. It was a complete shocker. Like,
Yeah.
you can't sleep on NXT. Everybody's talking about Raw, SmackDown, AEW, but NXT is low key right behind Big Brother.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't sleep. You cannot
Yep.
sleep.
Just her showing up was like the biggest shock. I know they said that they were gonna have some type of working relationship with TNA, but I was not expecting that,
Right.
especially right there, because there was talks of another wrestler coming from, I think, I forget what her name was, Julia from Stardom, maybe.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
injured at the moment.
yeah. She signed, but she's injured.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Hmm.
I guess she had got hurt, so I guess that was. They always say if Plan A doesn't work, Plan B better be just as good, as not better, and that was a great choice.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think she was so over at the Rumble
Yeah,
when she came out. She was so incredibly over. There's no way you can't try that again.
yeah,
I never thought that it would be on the NXT. I thought maybe it would be another PLE somewhere down the road, but never in a million years did I think it would be NXT.
yeah.
That's why you have to watch Tuesday nights. You can't sleep.
Yep.
Mm-mm. Like, as
And
a woman, oh
no, go ahead.
yeah, as a women's wrestling fan, this excited me on a really deep level because, in the past couple of years, I've in learning women's wrestling history, I find that the TNA knockouts are definitely sort of like the foundation of modern women's wrestling, and a lot of people don't give it the credit that it deserves. For having the women wrestle the way that they do, and how it sort of set the precedent for where we see women's wrestling on the mainstream now. And the idea of having Jordynne go from, well, winning the knockouts title from Trinity/Naomi, and then taking it to the Royal Rumble where Naomi made her return, having her great of a showing, and then popping back up on NXT as a surprise is just the most beautiful thing. and the most poetic thing on the planet too, because when you think about all the history that the women have made in NXT and her being a part of it, it's just like, man, this is crazy, and it's just the greatest thing ever for someone who is so talented, who you could argue belongs on the main roster today. um
Hmm.
but i think I think NXT at this point is being propositioned as a developmental, but then also as a legitimate third brand now. And I just love the idea that she gets to do this with Roxanne. Like, these are two of the most talented women's wrestlers at this point, and I'm just so excited to see if Jordynne becomes Jordynne two belts, or if Roxanne can actually beat this woman. Like, what the heck is gonna happen? But either way, it's gonna be an amazing match, and I'm so excited.
I definitely
Right.
agree with you.
I would love to see Jordan win that title, but it's not gonna happen because I know how WWE booking usually works. So Jordan has a match next Tuesday night, so she'll
Yes,
probably
he
win that
does.
match no problem. And then on Sunday at Battleground, Roxanne
They'll
will
find
probably get
they'll find a way
disqualified or
to
something like that. Yeah,
they'll find a way
just
for her to lose.
Ah, you forgot the old man's not back there no more. So there's a new
Mhm.
sheriff in town. So different booking, different results.
she's not gonna
Yeah,
get the
they might
And
Sting
want to
treatment.
make it interesting.
Yes.
the way that they're teasing now, since that came out, there have been several wrestlers teasing. Um, cross brand wrestling. I mean, I one in particular that caught me by surprise, but would be a really great match was Cedric Alexander uh, challenging Mustafa Ali for the X
That
Division title.
that
I
would be
seen that.
crazy.
I
Yes,
seen
heart
that.
versus soul again. Come
Yeah.
on, let's go.
Yep. Yep.
You also got Moose as your champion. I can't see him going against Trick or somebody else in that division.
See, you guys are talking about what I was thinking about earlier. You
Hmm.
know how AEW has the Forbidden Door. Well, the Forbidden Door is
Yeah.
open right now with TNA
Yep.
and NXT. You know how NXT and NXT UK have Worlds Collide. Well, here you go.
Right.
That's a
You can
real
you can
worlds
make it
collide
happen
right
right here.
there.
You can have a Worlds
And
Collide. You can have a little invasion take place, and it'll work out.
yeah. And I see so many visions out of it. You have AJ Styles, for example, going back to TNA. Hey, you got Dolph Ziggler coming back to the E. You have so many uh, talents that have basically played both sides, and it's like just seeing them come back to do a match or two would be incredible.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could see Masha versus Shayna the way that it happened in WrestleMania weekend, but then
Bloodsport.
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
but
Yes.
then you could bring it to TV. Like, that would
yep.
be sick.
That would be nice.
And then another thing that people were tweeting about was sort of like a Rascals reunion with Wesley and
Oh,
um
That would be
Zach
dope.
and the other
and
member. I can't remember his name. Yeah,
Trey
Troy.
Miguel,
I'm
Trey
sorry.
Miguel.
Trey
Trey
Miguel.
Miguel. Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah, that
actually he actually tweeted about, come on, bring us back together just for one night. Yeah, I saw that.
I would cry.
That would be
Yeah,
dope. That would definitely be dope.
Yeah.
Chris
Have
Chris
the Rascals going against like Gallus or something like that. That'd be dope.
Yes.
That would be
Chris
great.
Bay openly campaigning for the greatest tag team in the world to be on NXT. I mean,
Mm.
the options are limitless at this point if they push it through.
That's crazy. John, what are
You
your
got
thoughts on this stuff? Be a little quiet.
Dallas and the Rascals. Give me a Mountain Dew. Wake me up.
What?
Dallas. You're going to find two more boring guys, three more boring guys if you look in the phone book. No, thank you. No, thank you.
This is why we all have different personalities, man.
Hmm.
If we all like the same stuff, what are we really talking about?
Hmm.
What are you reading a script? Knock that shit off.
Oh, sorry.
so after Battleground, what's the next PLE for NXT? Do you guys know?
You have to. No, Dom, you're the NXT expert.
Well, they haven't advertised, so now I'm not sure.
I think
But
BDC's the NXT expert.
No, he is not. But thanks for playing.
He's the one. He's the one that alerted Dom to all this madness. So it goes in
because
that
he
order.
because he actually caught wind of it and was like, wait, what the heck? Yeah, that's why.
He is you.
He
Well,
is not.
I know TNA's next major show is going to be Slammiversary. That's their, ain't that like their WrestleMania, or is that Bound for Glory?
I
Uh,
think it's like their
Tradi-
SummerSlam, if I believe.
Traditionally, it would be Slammiversary. Yeah.
Slam. Let me see.
She
Yeah.
has Heat Wave coming up the weekend of Money in the Bank, but that's more
Oh
of a
yeah,
TV special.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm looking too. That's July
Mhm.
7th.
Mhm.
They literally after Heat Wave, there isn't another one until New Year's Evil again next year,
Oh
Oh
possibly.
wow,
wow.
oh damn.
they're
That's because they
doubly
keep
checking
making up
then.
new ones with random names.
So
You're talking about NXT? Yeah.
But
Wow.
then they do have Deadline that they do have towards the end
Deadline?
of the year.
Yeah, that's the one I went to in Bridgeport this past year.
Yeah, that
Okay.
looks. That's like there's that one, but other than that, I don't know anything else.
Oh, they can make things work, like John said. They could just come up with a show and NXT
It comes
Invasion or something like that. You never know.
it
mm,
comes out of nowhere. There's no rhyme or reason. They just think of an idea and like, okay, let's just make it on this date for some reason. Okay. Let's give it a
And then
cool name. All right.
they haven't had Great American Bash this year, have they?
uh,
No.
no,
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
because usually NXT has that, but I don't see it on their schedule.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Interesting. I guess we're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, just gotta wait and find out.
Blink
I
and you'll
mean,
miss it.
So, so the main event of the show, we had a tag team match, and your NXT champion, he got attacked from somebody, one of Tony Khan's favorite wrestlers at all time, All Ego Ethan Page,
Yeah.
former TNA alum, now signed with the WWE. John, what's your thoughts about Ethan Page being in NXT?
Former AEW. You tell those guys to shut them down, okay? He said, what, and former AEW alum. Now he's an NXT chum. Is that what he is? This guy, Ethan Page, I'll tell you what, you want to delineate between wrestlers' real lives and their pro wrestling lives. There are lots of cool people out there. I'm sure you've heard legendary stories of hippity hoppity, skippity scoppity Ethan Page here. He likes to collect wrestling figures. Well, so do I, Ethan Page. But you don't see me coming around hitting on Trick Williams. No, you don't. So he seems like a cool guy in real life, but that doesn't matter. We're talking about pro wrestling and what they show on TV because everything you see on TV is a work, brother. But Ethan Page, I never liked this guy. He sucks. He stinks. The biggest shot he had was putting on a ritzy button-up T-shirt with Scorpio Sky. That's the best chance he had to be somebody. And even at his best doing that, he was a knockoff of Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin.
Oh
Wow.
wow,
Ouch! Tell him
very
why you
So
strong
he's
mad,
A
John.
feelings.
knockoff of Madcap Moss.
I never
Wow.
even thought of that. I
You
never
want
even
to hear
thought of
a
that.
joke? Two long ones and a short one? Joke, joke, joke. That's what Ethan Page is. He's a joke. He's nothing. He's nobody. He's a piece of
Ooh.
crap. Go back to
Well,
Canada. Go back to Canada, Ethan Page. We don't want you here in Orlando, Florida at the Performance Center. Okay? Stay out. Stay away. We want Moose. You want someone from TNA? Let's get Moose in there. Moose deserves the props. He's a cool dude. He's worthy. Even Josh Alexander. I don't like that guy. Yeah, that's right. Come in, come out. Welcome back to the show. Even I'll take Josh Alexander
God,
too.
Jesus.
That's his former tag partner, the North.
I'll take that guy. I don't care if he's north, south, upside down, east, west. It doesn't matter where Josh Alexander is. I'll take him over Ethan Page any day of the week.
Josh is on. Yo,
You
Josh
know,
is on fire.
So, so I'm
John,
assuming
tell
you
me
don't like
how
that
you
that
really
signing.
feel.
Ethan Page. Ethan Page. Go. Hey. Hey, who took me off TV? Who took me off the TV?
Oh, never a dull
All right,
moment with
Anyway,
John.
let's get another
anyway.
perspective on Ethan Page debut. Steph, what do you think about him?
Um, I didn't really see enough of him in AEW, but from what I did see in terms of his promo style, he sounded pretty good and really clear and pretty passionate in his promo style, but I haven't seen enough of him wrestle. So when he debuted, I was just shocked. I was like, "Excuse me? You're the one who's been attacking people all this time?" Like, I was not expecting it at all. Like, it was a surprise that just gagged me in an already surprising show. I was just like, how in the world? What? Like, it's you? I didn't even know that he left. To be fair, I didn't know that he left, and that's not to throw shade. I just didn't know what was going on, or I didn't know that he had left. So the idea of him popping up really surprised me, but it definitely ups the ante because at the end of the show, he held that title up like he has every intention on trying to take it. And
Yep.
Trick is really going to have to see about him, not only about that title, but because he also put Lash in danger, and that's going to cause another wrinkle too. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it was shocking.
BDC, your thoughts?
Yeah, I have to say whoever managed to pull off Jordan Grace and Ethan Page in the same night without anyone hearing a peep, bravo. Because one of the things that has always been since the IWC has really taken a hold of stuff is that nothing's a secret. Everything that's happening, at least somebody knows, and by the time it actually happens, people already got signs up welcoming them in. So the fact that they were able to pull off Jordan Grace and Ethan Page in the same night and no one knew about it, it was kind of that old school feeling back in the day when things really surprise you, and I'm here for all of it.
Yeah,
Magical.
definitely.
It's a fun time to be a fan.
It definitely is. But I gotta
Although I
agree with
think
John.
I think
The
John knew about Ethan Page, he just didn't want to tell nobody because he thought it was bullshit to begin with.
I think
Jesus.
the reason why you didn't see Ethan Page or Jordan Grace signs in the audience is because no one gave a crap. Who watches TNA? Who watches Emergence? Who watches some other weird name out of the dictionary on pay per view? Thriller TV, Fight TV. Who cares what network it's on? Impact Plus, Impact Minus, if you ask me. It's not worth the money that you put into it. Shoot.
Ah,
And he likes
oh
TNA.
yeah, I know he loves it.
TNA sucks. You know, Stephanie said the exact same thing I did, but in a nicer form. Because you don't want none of this.
Lord.
Ethan Page.
Ethan Page, oh, fuck yourself.
Jesus.
Oh, what? What?
Hey, you know what,
Why?
Ethan Page? You want to show up to my house? I'll have a sign that says, Ethan Page, go fuck yourself. Come on down,
What?
baby. Come on down. Hear the motorcycles riding down Vauxhall Street. Real live. I'll introduce them
Yo,
to you myself.
Oh
Oh,
Lord.
John, he's
oh, man.
heel John.
Stephanie,
Heel
welcome to
Real
the
John.
show.
John.
Heel
Welcome to the
John to
show.
the nth degree.
Real
Golly.
John.
This is promo John. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yes. Not
He,
sure
TNA sucks.
what version of John we're gonna get every time we press record. So
oh, we know what version we got now.
NXT, TNA.
John needs
Cry me a river.
John needs a Snickers.
You're
Oh
not you when
man.
you're hungry.
Yeah, I'm not. You know why? Because I'm a Twix guy.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Twix is good. Hey, I like Twix too.
You know what? You know what this share side, since we don't do royalty in America, this is a share side. It's all for me. Ah.
Uh,
Oh
well,
man.
any final thoughts on NXT
Oh
and
my
TNA
God.
working together?
Let's just hope that this working negotiations are gonna lead to something bigger. Hopefully, we see
Right.
Moose down the road for me because that's what I really want to see get in the
I
mix with these guys.
right. It can't be another AEW TNA crossover where basically AEW comes, takes TNA's titles, and then run for like a month. It can't be that.
No,
It
I
true.
can't be
agree.
that.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, I just feel like is if they do like a Worlds Collide and it's amazing, that I might just have to go to that one. I don't know. I don't care where it is. Like I'll have to go.
Yeah, we would have
Yeah,
to go to that.
that will be worth the price of admission by far.
Hmm.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
John,
I was
anything
waiting
else,
for the
man?
Sid. I was waiting for the Psycho Sid graphic to show up. Um, but Stephanie, are you the type of fan that goes anywhere to any show if given a good reason?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
All right.
Pretty
I
much.
mean, you made to
That's definitely
Philadelphia,
who I
right?
am. Yeah, like if there's a really good reason and a really good match that I want to see, I will try and move heaven and earth to go.
Wow. So, all
You're
right,
just like
cool,
us.
Hmm.
Yep, just like us.
Yep,
fair
just
enough.
well
Fair
within
enough.
reason, of course, because life be life, and so you kind of have to make room for stuff like that. But still, if
Mhm.
life doesn't life and everything is aligned perfectly, then I'm gonna definitely go.
Hey, all right,
Fair enough.
Stephanie. Now let me ask you this one. So, where have you traveled to, 2023 and 2024
Well, last
for a
year,
wrestling show?
for a wrestling show, I went to Chicago for Survivor Series War Games, and that was the first
Oh,
Oh,
and
she
that
went
was
to
the
the
first
best one.
media. Yeah, and that was the first invite for media I was ever able to physically go to, and I was there all that Thanksgiving weekend, so it was just nice. And it was cold, but it was definitely worth being there. Got to run into some friends, and yeah, I got to see CM Punk come back, so that was insane.
Ooh,
He still
nice.
owns a part of my brain because of that.
that's
it
dope.
was
That's
it was
dope.
insane. I went to WrestleMania last year too in LA, and that was really nice to be there amongst all of that. That was the first WrestleMania I went to as my own adult. So I got to like experience all of the partying and all of the Wale Mania and everything else. So
Mhm.
it was amazing. Like it was cool. So I'm trying to do more of that. And then a lot of the other traveling I do is usually if I have to do like a commentary thing, which had me in New York quite a bit. So yeah, it just depends on where I need to go, whether it's for work or whether it's just for the sake of supporting things that I love. I'll just try and go. And if I can't, then I just, chalk it up to maybe it just wasn't the right time and just
That's
Right.
find
it.
the next time to where I can go and just try to be happy with just watching it. So it's cool. I just try to do my best with it.
All right.
That's it.
Very nice.
Very.
Are you going to SummerSlam?
I don't know yet. I don't know. I would love to, but I just don't know yet. I'm trying to wait for something.
The card.
No, not the car. I'm trying to wait for something else that I can't
Oh,
really say on the air right now. I'm just trying to
Oh,
wait for something
okay.
else.
okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Patience is a virtue. Patience is a
Yes.
virtue.
All right.
Yes, I'm working on it. It's hard.
Mhm.
All right. Hope you get
All
it.
right. Well, we
Hope
appreciate
you
you being
nail
on the show.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. It was so great to meet you. And it's so funny you were talking about, networking in the line. And I just remember how when we met, I had my title with me and I was carrying that thing with me everywhere.
Do you still have it?
it.
Is it in your presence right now?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Show the guys your title.
Okay, hold on. I have to get up and get it because it's on my dresser. Hold on.
Yeah. So I feel bad because I was also there in Philly and did not meet her. I feel bad.
It's okay. Everybody was everywhere. That's just how WrestleMania works. It's just everybody's just spread out everywhere. So it's fine. Okay. So this is my custom Hardy Wrestling podcast title.
Ooh.
Oh,
Um
nice.
it's big and it's really heavy, but I love to carry it cuz it's mine. And I just love it. And I was carrying this around all throughout Philadelphia
Hmm.
just for like networking and also cuz it's my baby. So, yeah.
There you go.
Ooh. Giving me an idea.
That's
No.
Wrong
great.
idea.
That's really great. Like, I mean, belts are a part of the culture. So if it's giving you an idea, then that's perfect.
Yep. Think you know where I'm going, Dom.
I already know.
It's
Six man tag.
You already know.
the
Oh man.
Definitely. Well,
I
thank
got a
you
question
again.
though.
Oh, go ahead.
Since you had that belt, have you met one of the Hardys or taken a
I
picture
have
with them?
not, sadly.
Really?
I haven't. I just haven't. It's weird because like I just haven't and I want to so bad. Like I've even like tried somehow by hook or by crook to get them on my show and it just hasn't worked out for me somehow. But I'm trusting that somehow it's going to happen. They have to know because I've been calling them my brothers since I was a child.
I just realized Matt's on TNA now, so that Wyatt Six might come in play.
It
Uh,
might. You
Mm.
never
yeah,
know.
I just watched the documentary the other night, and I'm just like, something's coming.
Mhm.
So,
But I want to meet them both, but then I definitely want to meet Jeff though.
oh yeah, he's a really laid back guy. We've met him before.
Yeah,
A
he
few
has a
times.
very special place in my heart. He's my fave.
But
But I love
apparently,
Matt too, though.
apparently he shouldn't be in front of a mic though singing. Apparently,
No. Definitely not.
I'm not
Where
saying
was we
none of
at?
that.
Where was that at Kevin Nash's party? And down in Dallas. Yeah, down in
No,
Dallas, he was performing
it
and
was
he
at
messed up the words and he started
Conrad's.
all over again.
It was for
One
a
of them
Conrad
shows.
one. Yeah, it was so many
Yeah,
things
he was
going on at
performing.
the time.
Yeah, he messed up the words and want to start all over again.
I think he did it three
Oh,
times.
maybe he was nervous.
Maybe he was drunk. Who knows?
Well, I
Stop it.
hope he's okay with that. Like, because that's been a struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
hmm That's been a struggle for him for a while. So I hope he's okay
mm.
with, all of that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Dom.
All right. Well, like I said, thank you again for being on the show. Hopefully, we can do this again some other time.
Absolutely.
Maybe you might get a different version of John next time.
It's okay. John's fine.
He's working on
Uh,
his promo skills so he can be on
Hmm.
on TV. I know what you said. I can
Not
read your
on mute.
lips.
all right, Steph, you want to plug your podcast one more time? Let the people know.
Yes, so of course you can follow me, your girl Stephanie Hardy, on Instagram and Twitter at Queen Steph Hardy. And you can listen to my show, The Hardy Wrestling Podcast, everywhere you get your podcast audio wise. And you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is The Hardy Wrestling Podcast with this logo in the front. It's purple, pink, and blue with HWP in the middle. And you can check out my show that I do with In Cat We Trust with Katrina, where we talk about WoW superheroes called Steph and Cat Talk WoW. And you can read all my articles on dailyddt.com and just be on the lookout for me everywhere because you just never know where I might pop up.
All right.
All
Right.
right. All right. BDC. You ain't got any platforms, but you're always
Yep.
welcome back.
As I said, you can find me at Reign of the Phoenix, but there ain't nothing there.
So you're still ashes right now. You haven't risen.
Yeah, right. Right now, it's just it's real standard stuff. There's nothing special there.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, I'm the notorious one. I'm here with Poppy Platinum. I'm here with Strat Facts. We are the It Doesn't Matter podcast. Like, subscribe, share, follow, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time. Boom.